Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Thank you for your awesome support on Patreon, Kratos' forgotten son, Chris Petrau. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk
Mini Mecha News!
I am Luke Owen. Click the thumbs up button, give this channel a subscribe to help us battle the YouTube algorithm, and leave a comment down below to answer today's question of today. Who would you like to see released from WWE? Because according to Brian Alvarez on Wrestling Observer Radio, we could see some WWE releases coming soon. Alvarez noted last week, following the firing of Eric Bischoff just 4 months into his tenure as SmackDown creative director, that morale backstage in WWE was quite low. And this was because there was a feeling in WWE that the move to Fox would create a new boom period for the company. And sadly that appears not to be the case, with SmackDown losing 1.5 million viewers from its debut episode 3 weeks ago, now pulling in similar numbers to what Raw is doing on the USA Network. Alvarez said on Observer Radio, "I was told today there would be more releases coming. Who knows? Morale has not been good for a long time, but apparently the morale has taken an even bigger hit since October 1st. Throughout 2019, we've heard several WWE wrestlers have either asked for their release backstage or publicly have on Twitter, like Shawn Spears, Kenta, Mike Kanellis, The Revival, and Luke Harper. The latter of which were the subject of Randy Orton's trolling Instagram post when he tagged Dash Wilder, Scott Dawson, Harper, Elias, and Riddick Moss, along with AEW's Cody Rhodes and AEW champion Chris Jericho about their contracts coming to an end. Will any of those names be part of these reported releases? One name that likely won't be on the list is Roman Reigns. The big dog has been positioned to be one of the top names on SmackDown on Fox, but worryingly there was a scary report yesterday that Reigns had picked up an injury during WWE's tour of Australia. However, according to Cage Side Seats, if he did, it's nothing serious. An injury that might be more serious, however, is one picked up by New Day's Xavier Woods. It was reported that Woods picked up an Achilles injury on that Australian tour, which Xavier later confirmed on Twitter, tweeting that he was sorry that he couldn't make the show because of his Achilles. According to Dave Meltzer, it's said to be a bad tear, which could mean Woods will be out of action for 6 months or even longer depending on how bad the tear is. We here at WrestleTalk wish Xavier Woods the speediest of recoveries. He is one cool dude. Speaking of cool dudes, and Seth Rollins is doing his very best to cement himself as not cool at a recent Q&A. When a fan asked him about AEW's Kenny Omega's joke shoot comments on NXT from a recent episode of Being the Elite, Rollins replied, "When Kenny is done playing in the minor leagues over there at AEW, then he can come and work at the absolute top professional wrestling company in the world, in front of the most people, and make the most money, and have the biggest matches, which is with me at WrestleMania." Remember, WWE do not see AEW as competition. Speaking of WWE not considering AEW competition, and WrestleZone's John Clark was in attendance for Raw in Cleveland last night, where he reports that WWE staff had stern words with audience members on the hard cam side of the arena that might have tried to put on AEW merchandise. WrestleZone writes WWE officials told the crowd near the stage and entryway that they would definitely wind up on television and that anyone that puts on an AEW shirt or sign will be thrown out of the arena. But remember, WWE definitely don't see them as competition. This isn't the first time that WWE have banned AEW merch from their events, turning away fans in AEW t-shirts from a SmackDown show earlier this year. And it also comes 1 year on from WWE removing anti-Charlotte Flair signs from Hell in a Cell while she was the babyface feuding with the supposed heel Becky Lynch. Check out Ollie Davis's review of Monday Night Raw by clicking the video on screen right now, and head on over to our movie and video game channel Screenstalker, where Laurie Blake and housemate Simon will be playing Glitchfest WWE 2K20 all week long. I've been Luke Owen, and that was Mini Mecha Wrestling.